Blessings, everyone. Today, I would like to share. This is the Angels and Ancestor Oracle by Kyle Gray. There has been a beautiful energy of the angels and the ancestors, our elders around. And there's been a very strong pull to a lot of going back to the old ways that were positive old ways. Not the ancestral karma that we're all here to complete and heal, but some of the old teachings that served us for lifetimes. And when we use the word ancestors, we don't just mean grandparents and great-grandparents. We mean ancestors from millennia before we have the concept of what time would be. These ancestors are with us, cheering us on through the whole journey, every step, bringing us wisdom, nudging us, holding space for us. So first, I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be a medium of light. And I ask the angels with the ancestors to please blend so that I may hear you and bring a message for the highest good. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And I'd like to shuffle. The first one is Honor of Source. And the second one, Honor Spirit and Higher Self. And then the third honors the soul. Our beautiful journey here. Just want to take a moment and blend with the ancestors and the angels. And they're so proud of us. And the first message that's coming through is that that's something that they acknowledge and they honor us for, because all of us that are here during this time frame are on this journey of ancestral healing. All of us are called to do this. We are healing so many timelines and so many things that our ancestors did not understand at that time until they had the greater perspective and the fullness of spirit. And they are grateful and they are thankful. And I'd like to just, as I move these cards around, Spirit usually will tell me which one to take, or it'll come flying out. And so this is how I work it. Sometimes it just takes a minute. Oh, this one's moving and they're saying take this one. Seer. See beyond the current situation. And as the energy is blending from those in spirit, they are saying that we know this, not everything is as it seems. That unless we take the step back and see the highest perspective, that sometimes we may not understand why something is going the way it is. That we may not understand that there is a soul here that chose a certain journey, a certain event, a certain experience that seems very hard and very harsh to us. Perhaps we have a loved one that's going through an incurable sickness, or someone that we love has been through a tragic event, an accident. Perhaps our life is taking a turn where we're going through certain events. We've lost a job, or we're struggling to pay the rent. Our own journeys of mental, physical, and emotional health. We see things every day. Why did this have to happen? And they're asking us to find that space of trust, to know that we believed in ourselves and those that we love believed in themselves before we came here, that no matter what experience that we chose, it was for our highest good, even if it seems unfathomable to the left brain world. Our intellect wants to analyze, psychoanalyze, and we need mental health. We need the mental health to navigate. But when it's stepping outside of that space just for a moment on the spiritual journey, a different lens of this, they're asking us, when all of the other logical things that we try to use as a lens fail, when we can't seem to find an answer that sits good in our soul, in our heart, in our intuition, then we have to trust something greater is at hand that we can't understand the end result of right now. But this is a journey that needs to happen. It's an event that needs to express itself so that there's something that we desperately needed to learn from this. And although that seems very difficult to grasp, why would anyone want to lose a child? Why would anyone want to get in a terrible accident and perhaps be in a wheelchair? Why would we want to have a fire and lose everything in our home? These are the most difficult of difficult soul events. And these lessons are only for the most advanced, that we've lived so many lifetimes and learned so much that some of the harshest, most devastating, heartbreaking experiences are at that level of learning for us. And at that point, the angels are stepping forward with our ancestors and saying that they're holding us through this. And the only thing that we can do at this moment is to surrender, allow ourselves to grieve, to feel, to understand the anger, to reach out, to fall apart if we need to. And sometimes we have to just take that step back and say, I don't know. And this is hard. And I don't know if I'm going to get through this. But I trust that I've been through so much already, that whatever reason it's happening for, that I can't see and understand right now, that at some point, even if not in the physical, when my soul releases the body and I return to full spirit, I will understand. And I know that I'm loved. And all these events will make sense. Sometimes the only way through it is to give up needing to know the answers when these things occur. We have to see it in a way that perhaps we're not going to know exactly why in this lifetime. But the experience itself, at the very least, show us that we love the gift of life enough that we're going to make it through somehow and continue on the journey. At the very least, to support those that may be going through one of these events that we love, that we're proud of them for staying, that we're proud of them for not giving up. And give ourselves that mercy and that love, that being a seer doesn't always mean looking into the future. We can use our intuition to navigate and ask for spiritual advice and guidance. We can go to the oracle, the tarot. We can scry, and we can look in crystal balls. We can have vivid dreams that give us prophecies and future events. But as clear as we may see these events, it will never prepare us emotionally when they occur. We can understand with foresight and being able to see that these events are coming into our lives. But it doesn't mean that we're going to know the answers or we're not going to know exactly what we're supposed to do in that moment. It just lets us navigate. Our spiritual tools are here not to take away the lessons. Being spiritual isn't going to take away all the journey. It's not going to take away the experiences. It's not going to make anything easier. It's just going to give us the navigation through. It's going to help us stay steady. It's going to help us stay connected. And it's going to help us remember why we're here. So as they're pulling their energy back, Spirit, the ancestors, the angels are asking us, when things are so harsh to us and we've exhausted ourselves trying to understand the why, give ourselves that love and mercy in that moment and release the needing to know and just focus on navigating through whatever the event, situation, emotion is in that moment. And then go back to it once we've come to the other side of it, whatever that may be for us. Sometimes things are not always going to work the way we hoped. Sometimes that loved one we cared for so deeply is going to cross. It's their time. Or sometimes that house that caught fire that we love so much, it's gone. And we're not getting anything back. And it's a lifetime of hard work and memories and everything is gone in that moment. And there's nothing that feels better from that. And somehow we breathe through the night, we wake up, and we try to begin again. And so with that, they've pulled their energy back. Thank you for allowing me to share this message. I know this one was a little bit heavy. Spirit is still here. And they're just saying that these are very difficult experiences in our world right now. And the one thing that they want to be, they're so vivid with this, is that they want to be adamant and say that if we can somehow trust that we chose to be here, and at the level of soul experience that we've had lifetime after lifetime, we chose this time and these experiences now because this was the hardest level that we could go to, the most difficult dualities, the most devastating events that's going to expand our hearts, our consciousness, our being. And when we return home, all of us will be able to help those that come after us so they don't have to experience these things. They don't have the ancestral karmas that we've healed. They can work on their soul missions. And for that, we're all extraordinary. Know that you're loved. Blessings, everyone.